Alright, welcome to the next video for Seawell Designs. We are going to do some destructive testing today. I got 3 sets of test plates here. So this first set we're going to fuse together with filament. The second set we're going to fuse together with some JB Weld. And then the third set I have designed to where they connect right here. And we're going to slide those together and see how they hold up. Gonna put this stuff together and then come back and start testing. All right, we're back. So I got test plate 1 put together with the epoxy. It's 5-minute clear weld, JB weld. Sets 5 minutes, cures in an hour. So that's put together. Put the epoxy all the way around. Test plate 2 is fused together with filament and used a soldering iron. Did that all the way around. And then test plate 3 is just pushed together with this T design. So we're gonna do a series of tests to see how strong each of these are. First, we're gonna just do a simple drop test, and then we're going to put them in the vise here, and I will push on them. I'll push on them lightly at first, and then I'll push slightly harder. And then if they're still succeeding, we're gonna go with the 16-ounce hammer, and then we'll go with the 4-pound sledgehammer next. If none of them survive up until this point, we're still gonna test out the square pieces themselves and see how strong the whole filament square is at 20% infill. So simple, just drop test. Just gonna raise it up to this windowsill here. And it's 5. Test 2. It's fine. Test 3. They're all fine. So next, gonna put them into this vise. Okay. It's locked in. So just light pressure. Okay. That one survived. We're gonna go through each of these on their own since it'll take a while to switch them all out. This gonna be more pressure. Started to bend there. So now we're gonna take the hammer to it. Snapped right off. And that was the 5-minute epoxy. Okay, test plate 2. Light pressure, heavier pressure. It's not bending like the epoxy did. So we're gonna take the 16-ounce hammer. And I broke the vise before I broke the piece. The vise broke before that piece broke. So next, we have test number 3. And we're just gonna bend it in my hand now since I broke the vise. And that snapped right apart, kind of like I assumed it would. No big deal. This vise was 3D printed. Obviously, I need to go back and redesign that. So one piece we have left is this. I'm gonna find a way to hold it together and see if I can break it with the 4-pound sledgehammer. All right, so I found somewhere to attach the test plate number 2. We're gonna take the 4-pound hammer and see how this goes. That snapped right off. It snapped clean, but it took the 4-pound hammer to break it. Well, there you have it. Test plate 1, the epoxy started to bend with just heavy pressure from my finger. It finally snapped with the 16-ounce hammer. So it was the second strongest out of all of them. Test plate 3 broke, was just in my hands. I kind of expected that. It was just a design to just give us an extra version to look at. And then test plate 2 survived the dropping, light pressure, heavy pressure, and it also survived the 16-ounce hammer when it broke my vise. And then whenever I found another way to attach it and used a 4-pound sledgehammer, it snapped it. Obviously, from this experiment, this was the strongest way to go about things, and this will be the way I continue to assemble pieces together until I found something stronger.